Hello, my name is Jordan Bramlett, and I am doing the YouTube assignment assigned for CLD 495 on new media application, how it is useful. The topics I will be discussing will be Twitter, Facebook, Google+, Pinterest, and I'll be discussing how it is useful, maybe the pros and cons of what I like about it, and things of that nature. Starting off with Twitter, I'll say that Twitter is an online social networking service that enables a user to read and send tweets, which are text messages limited to 140 characters. Twitter is based out of San Francisco, and it has been started since 2006. What I like about Twitter is that I am able to stay connected with my friends and family on a daily basis. And a lot of the friends and followers that I have are connected through college campuses throughout Kentucky and across the nation. It's more like a condensed network. I use Twitter daily. I send tweets throughout the day. No telling how many tweets I send. I like Twitter also for the sports updates that I'm able to have. I'm very big into music, so I follow my favorite musical artists. I have the ability to interact with them, and also for the news around the world that I receive. I'm rarely home to watch the news on television and read the newspaper, so Twitter is what keeps me updated. Also for entertainment, during any type of event that's going on, many of my followers and users are on Twitter, so it's kind of also a good thing to be entertained during an event. With Facebook, started off with Harvard students, started off small and now is connected globally across the world. I'll say what the perks of Facebook is that I'm able to be connected with friends and family back home. And what I like about Facebook is that it's not updated as often, which enables me to not be overwhelmed with it. Like Twitter could be. On Twitter, you have some users that tend to use it all the time and send back-to-back tweets all day long. Facebook's a couple people just send a couple statuses a day and leave it at that. I also like the ability to upload albums of pictures to kind of let my family and friends know what I'm going through in my life away from them. So you can have album sharing. Twitter kind of enables you to only upload one picture at a time. Also, going back to Twitter, Twitter kind of has that advertising is very useful in businesses with the hashtag. Not so much with Facebook, and also with Facebook, a dislike that I have is the advertisements on there and the request for games. Moving on to Google+, Google+ is Google's attempt to overtake the social network realm. It's enabled to sync music, mail, even has its own social networking status. What I like about Google Plus is basically for the music side is that I'm able to basically have a server where I can upload all my music onto the Google account, and it's not physically on my phone. So a big music person like me, and I listen to music all the time, I'm able to listen to music, all 2,000 songs on my phone without it physically being on there. Moving to Pinterest, Pinterest is basically a small visual pinboard application. It's kind of somewhat like social media, not as popular. What I like about that is that it is visual bookmarking, is user friendly. The distaste with Pinterest is that it's not so much socially apt. But I use Pinterest basically for my job with working with kids. But I also use it for creativity and creating lesson plans and ideas to use with my kids. So with it being close to Thanksgiving, I've came up with numerous crafts that I've got off of printers that I use as activities for my kids. And that is just me briefly speaking about new media applications and the pros, the cons, and my personal preferences over the new media applications. I use all of them evenly. They all have their personal likes in regards to myself. I would say my favorite would be Twitter, though. Thank you for tuning in.